going on YouTube? It's Original Dobo, and I thought it'd be about time that I do a little video about what I use on the daily on my iPhone. I'm going to do a video on what I use on Android, but I thought I'd just start off with using the iPhone since I'm getting ready to switch over to using an Android device. So basically, I always keep my app layout just basically the same no matter what device I use. I try to keep everything somewhat similar. My bottom row, I have my phone, Safari, email, and messages so I can quickly get into them. Now I don't use the stock Apple email just because they don't support push notifications for Gmail. I tend to use Newton. Now Newton did something very different here recently, and that was Newton went to a paid platform where you have to pay an annual fee to use it, and this may have turned a lot of users off, but I find using multiple devices, it's easier to sync all of my accounts with one login using Newton than any other device before. It also supports 3D touch, and you can get into all your inboxes right from the top here, so it is a nice convenience to have. The next application that I use quite frequently is Tweetbot. Tweetbot is hands down the best Twitter client you're going to find on any platform. It supports 3D touch as to be expected. Jumping in, it has multiple configuration settings, no ads, it's very smooth, very quick. It's definitely a nice Twitter client. I wish Android had something like this. Currently, the only thing that comes remotely close is Phoenix, and that still really doesn't make up to what Tweetbot actually can do. So Tweetbot is definitely huge, and I use it on the day-to-day. For my music, I used to use Apple Music, but I actually switched over to Spotify. Spotify supports more platforms. It's just a better design and it's better executed. The only thing you're lacking here with Spotify is the fact that Taylor Swift is not available. So if that's a big deal to you, maybe you shouldn't use Spotify. Again, 3D touch is also supported and it's good to rock. Another application that I use quite a bit is called Parceltrack. Parceltrack is a pretty awesome way to track your packages coming and going. It also supports a widget so you can see your incoming and outgoing packages. Definitely huge, definitely a big port. Another thing I like about Parceltrack, it works between Android and iOS and it supports push notifications. It is a free application, but if you want to sync more than one device together, you are going to have to buy the application on either or platform. If you're just using iOS, you have to buy that application one time, and if you're using Android, you do have to buy that application as well. Overall, I'm very happy with Parceltrack and I'm really looking forward to their Mac application. Another app I can't really live without is Carrot. Carrot Weather is absolutely awesome.
I hope you get a horrible sunburn.
You can see it's a little bit sarcastic and I sort of like that, but ultimately why I like this application the most, it's super reliable, it's a very clean interface, and it works really well. If you have an Apple Watch, this works incredibly well. And then of course to the top of the device I have all my social applications in one folder. The only one that I keep outside is Twitter since I use it so regularly, but I keep all my applications in a separate folder. I also keep all my security apps ready to go on hand in another folder. I'm a big fan of 1Password and Google Authenticator and Authenticate. Both help me out tremendously with being able to access all my accounts with two-factor authentication. So yeah, so basically any application I'm going to be using on the regular basis, I try to keep it all right here on the home screen. Of course I have a Google folder here and some other little tidbits floating around on the screen, but again, all my primary apps are right here on the main screen. It's sort of a basic, boring layout, but it gets the job done and it's what I use on the most regular basis. Every other page is just miscellaneous apps and it's sort of just a mess really, but again, if you like this video and you want to see more of how I use my devices, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, and if you want to see a video on how I do cross-platform applications between Android and iOS, make sure you hit the subscribe and like button and make sure your notifications are turned on so you can see when videos like this drop. Guys, that's gonna about do it for this video. We'll catch you in the next one. See ya.